20% off select quest packs. That is outstanding. I've done it. I have logged into Lotro. Why am I still in the Great River region? I think I came back here to craft after we were done last time. Hi everybody, it's Big Ed Mustafa. I'm not really any more confused than usual. Welcome to another episode of Adventures After Dark. Tonight we ride for the Entwash Vale. Because that's a thing. Let's see what the hobbits left for us, shall we? Ooh, a potion of rejuvenation. That is fantastic. Since nobody got a chance to type that into chat, we will not be giving away the free card tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to pick a winner next week. We'll shuffle that off. Anyway, after last week's stream, I had a whole lot of cleanup to do. We did some crafting, and we got my bags cleaned up, so I actually have a few pack slots. I'm pretty excited about that. And it looks like all of our friends in Stand Guard are doing fine. So we can head back into Rohan. Aurora Ember's checking in. Hello, Aurora Ember. I hope you had a good week and you're all set for a big old weekend.
Welcome, my friend.
We ride for Harwick. Hard Hit checking in. Hi, Hard Hit. I got a chance to say hi to Hard Hit earlier today over in Gussie Moose's channel. We were watching her navigate post-apocalyptic Appalachia. Place I have visited on occasion. Hopefully Gussie had fun with that. Did you give her some good tips? Unfortunately, I was just wrapping up at the office when I caught her stream. So I popped over to say hello and had to leave a few minutes thereafter. So I'm sure as many helpful people as there are hanging out with Gussie, she gets plenty of good advice, even without me hanging around. Although she did get a server drop while I was watching her, so I sympathized with that. That's a whole thing. Yeah, one of the things that's always been remarkable about Lord of the Rings Online, and I got an invite to the open beta. I actually played it. It was at least a couple months before launch. In fact, I want to say it was probably... Well, I'd just be guessing, but I thought it was a few months before launch. Even in beta, one of the things that's always been remarkable about Lotro is it's always been an extremely stable, very well-polished game client. I mean, just significantly so. I mean, I grew up playing MMOs at a time where we were putting up with crap like Anarchy Online. One of the punchlines back in the day was Funcom is putting the FU back in fun. Just angry player bases in almost every game, and nobody was happy. And at the time, the company that we now know as Standing Stone Games, the original development team for Lord of the Rings Online, did a absolutely groundbreakingly fantastic, noteworthy paragon of virtue job creating a rock-solid, stable game client and server base for the game. And Lotro, I don't think we appreciate how spoiled we are. I really don't. I've played enough other MMOs over the years that it's just really remarkable to have a game that is this well behaved and this reliable, and the stuff that Lotro players get upset about, players of other games could only wish for. And post-apocalyptic Appalachia is one of those places where they may never get to the levels of stability that Lotro enjoys. And that's from a much larger development house with vastly greater resources. So kudos to the former developers of Turbine, now Standing Stone Games, for putting together just a remarkable... Well, here we are 12 years later, still playing the same game engine. It still looks great, it's still rock solid, stable, and the game is still terrifically fun to play. We are spoiled, there's no doubt in my mind. So, that's my little diatribe, my rant for the evening. Hard hit, glad you made it over here. Hopefully you're also prepped and ready for a big old weekend. I am. I'm glad to be here. I think I have to work all weekend next week at the old Disco Data Center, so getting to relax and enjoy some downtime this weekend will be nice. And the weather's going to be too poopy for toy airplanes, so I'm planning on gaming quite a bit. Looking forward to that. I hope y'all will be around to hang out with me and enjoy the weekend. Hard Hit says, yes, sir.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
What business do I have with the Rohirrim? I don't know. I ride for Eowyrth. Although I was kind of laughing when Gussie was playing this afternoon and I was watching her stream. She went right past a hot plate sitting on the counter at the coffee shop, and I was just biting my lip. I didn't want to yell out, "Pick up the hot plate! It's got copper. You need copper." So I tried to spaz down and not try to micro-coach her efforts. So I watched your stream of your airplane simulator and I saw the clip of the plane crashing into you. It was quite funny. Somebody in chat had asked me to try to hit myself with the plane, and I was demonstrating. You can't really hit yourself with it, but if you actually cross overhead perspective-wise, it normally, for some reason, the simulator puts the plane into a dive. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I know McVegan Pants said she'd watched some of it and found it refreshing and amusing. I think when something like that brings you joy, I think the viewers can just kind of enjoy it all the more if they sense how happy it makes you to be playing it. So I did not get a chance to do a lot with the airplane club the last couple of years. I stay active behind the scenes, but I literally got 2 flights last summer. Not the least of which reason was because I got put on nights fairly early on. Had I not been living the vampire lifestyle last year from May to September, I hopefully would have gotten out a little bit more. And I had this fairly cool 5-foot wingspan de Havilland Beaver, an electric plane, foam seaplane, comes with floats and regular landing gear. And I took it out and flew it a couple times, and it was sitting in the back seat of my car, and it was hot enough last summer that the sun actually baked it and warped it. And it warped the horizontal stabilizer on the tail so bad it made it essentially unflyable. It was rather annoying. Which is why I generally don't like styrofoam planes. The balsa wood stuff is usually easier to keep flyable. Oh, enjoyed the facts you were saying about some of them too? Yeah, I'm full of absolutely worthless knowledge, and it just gives me a chance to talk about something other than video game junk. So there are people far more knowledgeable about video games than me, and also far more knowledgeable about model airplane stuff, but I can usually keep up my end of a conversation about either topic. Ooh, excuse me. I'm gonna have to hit the caffeine pretty hard tonight. Normally try to get a nap in the afternoon when I get home, but I had to help Mrs. Mustafa out and do a little bit of auxiliary shopping today, or I might have run out of Coke Zero. I mentioned drinking the last one the other night, I think while we were playing Rocket League, and Mrs. Mustafa went to the store yesterday and bought 1 6-pack of Coke Zero. So I had to go augment that. I also got a great deal on some cheesy poofs. One of the things that sent me shopping today, I'll just go ahead and kill time while my horse rides across Rohan. I needed, and this goes back to the model airplane stuff, I needed to get a new battery for the garage door opener. So I went out to open the garage door earlier this week, and lo and behold, the opener's dead. So I met a buddy for lunch at the barbecue place by the office, which is just stupid good barbecue. A little place called Swine Dining. And after lunch, I popped across the parking lot. There's a regional chain of home improvement stores. It's like a smaller version of a Lowe's or a Home Depot. They're called Menards, and I think they're mostly in the north central plains, like Wisconsin and Ohio and Minnesota and Nebraska. And I used to work with a kid named Phil, and Phil thought it was hilarious that there was a store called Menards. He'd be like, "Hey Ed, lick Menards." I'm like, that's not how they use that word. It's somebody's name, Phil. And he would just giggle incessantly whenever he heard the term Menards. But that was Phil's problem. So anyway, I go across the street to Menards after we get done eating barbecue, and I went in to buy batteries for the garage door opener. It uses these little A23 batteries, and they're just annoyingly hard to find, but I knew Menards would have them, and they did, and they were quite cheap. So while I was wandering around in there, it's an interesting store because they've got like washers and dryers and large appliances and bulk lumber and like garden shed kits and lighting fixtures for your house and lawn and garden stuff. And for some reason they have several aisles of food and snacks. So while I was walking around, I was just seeing what they had discounted, and I got this giant bag of Cheez-Its Double Cheddar Crisps for $1.99. So I bought a bag of those, and then they had huge, giant. It must be 3 pounds of cheese balls. I mean, just gigantic. $1.99. So I loaded up on cheese snacks while I was there, and then on the way home, after I said hello to Gussie Moose, I went and restocked the Coke Zero supply. Not to an extreme level, but enough to get me through the week. So I added 3 additional 6-packs of my half-liter bottles, which is always a good thing. And, you know, kind of took it from there. I also bought a couple of Venoms, and one of the things that was interesting, I normally drink the citrus, the watermelon citrus, and the strawberry apple. They had a 4th kind of low-calorie Venom that I had not seen before. And hopefully I'll get Mrs. Mustafa to wander by here and bring me one. And it's called Rattlesnake something. So I'm looking forward to trying that for the very first time tonight on stream. We'll check that out. It has more calories than the other 3. The other 3 have like 10 calories per can. This has 50, but it's only got 6 grams of sugar. So it's got a little more sugar, but not. It's a long way from being a regular energy drink. And who knows, it might taste spectacularly good. We'll see. So now, in weeks past, I have often had a hunter dwarf as a traveling companion, and thought he might pop in and say hello yet again. But if he is otherwise occupied or doesn't care to travel with me tonight, that's okay. I'd be glad to have him, but understand if he wants the night off. Now, I traveled here. Somebody somewhere should have quests for me. She has a quest.
Might you help me?
I have to break up a fight. We have a troubled friendship somewhere. Not there. Oh, maybe I have to travel with her. Okay, we'll do that. Singer says, drinking rattlesnake venom on Lotro, it really is after dark.
Someone must stop them. I'm afraid they're going to injure more than their friendship. I am not supposed to speak with strangers. I think the orc stole my toy. I do not believe you will find welcome here. My parents say that strangers might be dangerous. Welcome and well met, my friend. Welcome, stranger from afar. I'm afraid to go out at night.
The child confesses to misplacing the toy.
What brings you to these lands?
The search for missing toys. Geekster is checking in. He's a plain man. Coke should just be dropping off cases to you when they're making deliveries. I agree, Geekster, and in fact, I think it would be best for everybody if they just put a fountain dispenser in my house and dropped off, you know, boxes of syrup from time to time.
My parents say that strangers might be dangerous. I need help.
We're searching for the toy sword. Tracking trouble.
Our mission is dire. The Rohirrim have need of your services.
I am not snacking at the moment. Mrs. Mustafa brought home basically dinner for 4 for the 2 of us. There's a local, I hate to call it Mexican food. It's pretty American, called Romeo's, where they do Tex-Mex style food with a little splash of Italian. They have a take-home combo with a large 2-topping pizza, 4 tacos, plus chips and queso. And it was just a ton of food. We have most of the pizza left over. Paw print. Her cows didn't make it. I guess I'm supposed to track the paw prints. Let's see where those go. So we ate quite a bit of food, and I was like, do I need a snack? No, I do not. Plus, I kind of got into the Cheez-It crisps when I got home. So, shame on me. And we were up at 5 this morning and I didn't get my nap, so I'm going to apologize in advance for yawning. Hopefully I won't appear to be any sleepier than the rest of you who are watching the stream. We'll just chalk it up to the ambient effect. Gore checking in. Hey, Gore. Sometimes I think if I hear how dire the mission is one more time. Exactly. I sent Gore a private message in Discord earlier today asking if he'd played any ranked ladder games in StarCraft 2 anytime recently. Gore, I would love to see you actually climb up the ladder. I think you might be surprised at how far you'd get. I think there could be a silver or gold ranking in your immediate future. And I'd love to see you stream some ladder games. You should come back here, Mr. Wargrider, so I can murder you. In the face. That's right. What else could I do? Somewhere there's a Champions Challenge where I can yell at him. Oh, there it is. Somebody else is shooting him? My pal Zinger's here. Hello, friend Zinger. I think we're following paw prints. Stop by this branch because Singer likes branches. Gore says, I'd have to study and research. Even in Silver, they take it so seriously. Well, you know. Hey, we found a dead dog. Find the orc that has the boy's sword. Is it a random orc singer? This orc did not have Sperling's sword.
Back over here.
Did I go too far? Singer's got skills, Aurora. This orc did not have Sperling's sword.
Yeah, it's a corpse over here.
Okay. This orc appears to have been mauled by a drake. You found a small fragment of the toy sword. Defeat the drake that stole Sperling's sword. The drake is this way? I was waiting in Aoworth thinking Ed passed me a couple times. That would be like me, yeah. I could see that. I'm not a smart man.
It's all good.
As I was confessing, I am a bit caffeine deprived and a little fuzzy tonight.
No, your camera looks pretty clear to me.
Yeah, the camera's fine. It's just the streamer that's fuzzy. There he is. Boy, that's a spectacular effect.
Yeah.
I don't remember it looking that good before. Oops. I seem to have accidentally targeted a bull. Or are they just naturally aggressive if you get too close?
Alright, you can kill some of these now.
Yeah.
Just the Veil cows. Don't need the cabs anymore. Oh, I guess
Okay.
it's a Slayer dude. I don't think we'll get bulls here until they respawn. I think it's just 2 packs, 2 bulls in this area, so
Okay.
we can get them later on.
Alright, I think I'm good on Arak meat.
Good. So how was your day?
Good. Work hasn't been quite so brutally busy. So that's been nice. Although I have to go in for a little while tomorrow just to help with some auditing work. It's mostly going to be walking around with a spreadsheet, checking stuff off in the equipment cabinets, though. Not a big deal. Shall we ride?
Yeah.
We did go through the trouble of getting these fancy war steeds. Ooh, a rich ore deposit. A Rohirric crest. Am I riding the wrong way?
No, I was just told something that got in my way.
Okay. Was pointing me back towards the bulls. Doubles.
Bears.
Tenuliel's checking in. Hello, Tenuliel.
Howdy.
Hello, little boy. Here is your broken toy sword.
My parents say that strangers might be dangerous. Are the orcs going to eat us? My parents say that strangers might be dangerous.
Agility and vitality. Might and vitality. Might and agility. All fairly useless, actually. We'll just take that to sell. And let's see who else has a quest or two for us.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us? Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us? The
Blankets,
Rohirrim will need your
horns,
aid. Our success depends upon our
and
strength.
something else.
Will you aid us? Welcome and well met, my friend.
Alright, well, where do we get spools of thread from?
In there.
What brings you to these lands?
She had metal fastenings. Let's try in here. Can't get in there. Let's try in here.
Hail, friend. May I have a moment of your time?
Oh, if you guys haven't seen it, McVegan Pants sent in a picture of her hanging out with Gravity and Mrs. Gravity at PAX East. That is up on the Twitter. If you just search for McVegan Pants, you should be able to spot it easily enough.
Yep, she has a whole bunch of pictures with a whole bunch of people. So check them all out.
Your aid is welcome, friend. Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Ale to the guards.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Delivering meat pies. Ooh, quartermaster's workbench, no less.
Welcome and well met, my friend. Our mission is dire. Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us? The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Our mission is dire. Will you aid the horse lords?
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
Don't be sad about your dead cows,
We
lady. It'll
must
be
turn to the
okay.
offensive.
We'll get a 12th level cleric to resurrect them. I might be thinking of the wrong game.
What brings you to these lands? Our mission is dire. Our mission is dire.
Your aid is welcome, friend. Our mission is dire. Our mission is dire.
look now, Zinger, but the mission is dire.
Welcome and well met, my friend. Welcome, my friend. Your aid is welcome, friend.
I'm just curious. Shortcut into the town this way.
Looks like you made it.
Yeah.
Welcome and well met, my friend. Will you aid the Horse Lords? Your aid is welcome, friend. Will you aid the Horse Lords? Will you aid the Horse Lords?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Our mission is dire. Welcome and well met, my friend.
Let's see what we have. So warm blankets.
Our mission is dire.
Warm blanket delivered. Nobody in here needs a warm blanket. No warm blanket for any of the children. They can tough it out. This guy wants a warm
rally to
blanket.
the banner of the White Hand.
There's a warm blanket.
We keep safe these lands. But for how long?
These two can have a warm blanket.
Welcome, my friend.
No warm blankets for you two. There was somebody out here. Apparently I thought wrong. Oh, there he is. Kreba does not need a blanket, apparently. Thirsty Chicken checking in. Yo, what's up, man? This World of Warcrafty? No. This is Lord of the Rings Online.
But there is a war going on, and you can craft.
Yeah, so both of those are positives.
Did you get all the blankets?
No, I need to drop one more off, and I'm not sure where to.
Might be back here, down by the mostly destroyed houses.
Alright, we'll take another run. This game has epic fishing. Is there fishing in World of Warcraft?
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim. Welcome, my friend.
Okay, blankets are dropped off. It was also the 8th person I needed to reassure. Just want to talk to Peepoo. That's alright, Thirsty Chicken. We are not concerned about your level of intoxication, only your poor typing skills. We are glad you're here.
Will you aid the Horse Lords? Will you aid the Horse Lords?
We are racking up quests in a hurry.
Yeah, I had done a couple, like maybe the ones that you just kind of run around town. So I just like preparing for the siege and the bowl quest stuff.
Reassuring words and preparing for the siege. I would have thought I was done with these.
Preparing for the siege now. You have to pick up a couple branches and lures up there.
Okay. Only Lotro has epic fishing and inventory management. You can only find it here. Actually, I would be surprised if there isn't a fair bit of inventory management required for World of Warcraft. I'm not sure what I'm missing.
What do you have left to do?
A house in turmoil. Let me see if I've got some stuff tagged that aren't in Washvale.
The House of Turmoil is like the wrapper quest for all the things we've been doing.
Okay, I went ahead and checked. Prepare for the siege. Defeat Auroch Bulls. Defeat Drakes. Talk to Botulf? He's up in the middle, isn't he? The guy who wanted the people reassured?
Yeah. I guess so.
I guess so as well.
What business have you?
Here
the
he is.
Rohirrim.
Okay, that clears that. Alright, well, where do we find ore and branches? Is that along the road?
Yeah, looks like they're north of town.
That's true. World of Warcraft may have inventory management, but not necessarily epic inventory management. Tenulial is spot on, as usual.
the ore and whatnot is kind of along the mountainside. The branches
Okay.
are all to the left of the road. We'll grab them second.
Oh, and the ore kind of leads us to the Drake Cave, if I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
And we've got a solo war band. Do we want to detour into him?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Matham?
We'll take his armor and stick it into a box.
Exactly. Matham is defeated. Zinger is dehorsed. That was worth 700 rep. Nice. Ooh, and I got a Thornhope pendant. Jealous? Thought so.
Same loot here.
Nice. We ride for that one place where the stuff is. Oh, this I don't remember.
Yeah, it's just like, there's 5 more pieces we have to pick up along the side here. This is part of the preparing for the siege.
That's true, there is no Big Ed Mustafa playing WoW. I actually bought the game at retail launch and got so bored with it I never finished my initial 30 days. I think I lasted about 3 weeks. I was like, I don't want to play this anymore.
I only did the 2-week trial, and that was it for me.
Yeah. Although, as I've often said, I wasn't a huge fan of Lotro when I played the beta. It was really well polished, it just wasn't particularly interesting or fun. Glad I came back and gave it another try.
Yep.
And I have done the same thing with WoW. I have a free trial account, but just never seem interested enough to bother to pick it up.
Now, I think we wait until it actually sends us into the cave to do a quest, because I think there's a quest. I could be wrong, but I thought we wait until it sends us into the cave a little later on.
Okay. Where do we find our branches?
Can head for the branches, yeah. They're off to the west.
We ride for branches. Passage of the Three Hunters.
Just one of me.
Zinger, Zinger, and Zinger. Discovered the Woadfen.
That's 3 way too many.
Madness ensues, and Zinger's back this direction. Are the sticks out in the woods? Or in the marsh?
They're like in the swampy area.
Okay. I shall defend you, friend Zinger. See, don't you feel safer already? One.
Hey, Druids.
Druids Fire checking in. Hello. You don't have to behave, just don't get caught. That's the rule. Son of Light checking in. Hello. Cannablex says, I feel safe when you have a fishing pole, Ed. Makes me all warm and tingly. And I want you all to feel warm and tingly. In all of the best ways possible. I'm missing one veil branch.
If you haven't found it yet, kind of head toward me. We might be able to do the Burden Stow or whatever it's called, that little dungeon that's near here.
Yeah.
Because I think that's tied to the source of the Madness quest.
I believe you to be correct. Shall we fish while we're here?
Go right ahead.
It doesn't have to be like that, Singer. We could make it a team fishing effort. We'll stand where our boots won't get too wet. See how I'm doing on pack space? I've got enough to fish, I think. Since we are in Rohan, we will equip our Rohirric fishing pole. That's interesting. I didn't notice all the dead fish through here. Ooh, great golden mullet. And a point of fishing right off the bat. I like it.
I don't know how we're picking up the living ones.
We need to collect all the dead ones so we can use them as golem bait.
Don't worry, I'll take care of catching all the bitterling and goldfish for you.
Sounds like a deal. Ooh, a largemouth bass. And another point of fishing. Jealous? Thought so. The question has been posed in chat. Ed, have you ever heard of Major BBS or World Group? Probably. I'm not sure the context you're using them in, though. It might be different from mine. Let's assume I haven't heard, and you can explain for the group, Son of Light. Ooh, a starry sturgeon. This turned out to be a good place to stop and fish. It's rather lively here. Another largemouth bass. They're old BBS programs from years ago. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely heard of Major BBS. World Group in that context, not so much. But I was around for the old bulletin board days. I know you're a techie guy around my age, so I thought I'd ask. Yeah. That was big fun. I remember spending a large sum of money to get my first 9600 baud modem for my Amiga 500. I still have that Amiga 500. Thankfully, I no longer have a phone modem. Actually, it's really funny at the data center. A lot of clients will just use a phone modem as an out-of-band connection for serial console on network devices. And we have to explain to the kids, like, okay, this is what a phone modem is, and this is how they used to be used, and this is what they're used for now. It's funny to think people are still buying those US Robotics Courier V-Dot everything modems. Hopefully they're not still paying $450 a shot for them, but they are still around. You remember the speed of your first modem, Singer? Or were you born into broadband?
No, I wasn't. I'm not a hardware techie dude, so.
Okay.
I remember those dial-up sounds, though.
Son of Light has an Amiga 1000, or had an Amiga 1000. Actually, one of the things I've been looking at, I would like to get an external video capture card and adapt it. I'd like to do like Throwback Thursdays or something, because I've got my Nintendo 64, my Atari Jaguar, my Jag CD, I've got my NEC TurboGrafx 16, my Dreamcast, my original PlayStation. Yeah. And I think it'd be fun to just dust some of that stuff off and play it once a week. Even if y'all didn't show up to watch, I would have a blast. And I'd like to think that some of you might show up and hang out.
I'll check in for the Sega Bass Fishing segment.
There you go. Yeah. You're probably not getting any points of fishing yet, are you, Zinger?
No, I am.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. You could play Pong on the Atari. Actually, I have an Atari 7800 flashback machine laying around here someplace, too. I literally could play Pong on the Atari. And Breakout and Super Breakout. And I think I've still got Arkanoid for the Amiga. Sky Fox 1 and 2. Defender of the Crown. I have the original Bard's Tale for the Amiga sitting on the shelf behind me. I actually got stuck on that game because I got to the first dungeons, and it never occurred to me that they might wrap around themselves. So it's like, how is it possible that this dungeon goes on forever? It was baffling. Well, you are cleaning up on the bitterlings tonight, aren't you?
Yar. I mean, I just got like 3 or 4 points back to back, so yeah,
Nice.
definitely getting points up.
Alright, we should probably head into the dungeon, though. I don't want Canniblet getting overly stimulated by all the fishing. Still, it's nice that Big Ed is inching closer and closer to Lord of Streams.
Up to 23 here, so I'm really raring at them.
You're right behind me. If I were a legendary weapon that I was using, where would I be? Maybe I was not using a legendary.
If you sort your bags, all the legendaries should be around the same area.
Well, that was what I was looking for, was the one legendary that's out where the fishing pole used to be. Maybe my problem is I reorganized and that's why it's not sticking out at the moment.
What I end up doing, I have a sidebar, so I put like all my weapons on there, plus the fishing pole, plus the fishing skill, so that way I can just click through it easily.
That'll work too. Yeah, anyway, there's dead fish floating all over here. Did not seem to hurt the fishing though. Druid's Fire has streamed GameCube and Wii games from my Wii before, but I lent my capture card to Cordovan, so it'll be only PC or PS4 streaming for me until I get back. Cordovan has Mrs. Mustafa's original Atari Jaguar. I bought one for her clear back when we were dating. She kind of liked a couple of games and wanted one to play. Plus, she thought it would be nice for me to have something to play if I was hanging out at her house. But it had been sitting in our garage, not getting used for anything, for a very long time. when I discovered that Cordovan was an Atari nerd, I decided to hook him up. So he's got her console, her copy of Cybermorph, and her copy of Wolfenstein. My inventory is too full of something. Oh, that's funny. I forgot to move my skills back and I keep hitting the number 1 skill. It's telling me I can't fish because my inventory is too full. I should just follow Zinger through here.
Dude, there should be an item that's dropping. Okay, there we go. So, there should be an item that dropped called the Dark Talisman Fragment. We're gonna have to loot that and then right click it to start the quest.
I hate to throw one of those valuable essences away, but if it'll help me pick up another quest, I guess I have to. Okay. New quest, Dark Talisman.
Those are things that would drop from the little chests that we're killing. Down this way, I think.
So who else is excited about the Shazam movie coming out soon? I was wondering if you were trying to use your fishing pole instead of a weapon. Yeah, I was just confused, Tanuliel. My favorite arcade game was Track and Field. I remember Track and Field at the arcade. I worked with a guy who... That's not fair. He was a buddy. I almost hesitated to call him a buddy. He had to push these buttons really fast to try to run and then jump. And he tried to create some kind of lever device, rubber banding popsicle sticks together. And it was the funniest thing seeing him try to make it work at the arcade and getting more and more pissed off when it didn't work. It was quite humorous. Are you tagging the chambers for the chamber deed?
I kinda am, but I'm not out of my way to get them. I think I did tag that.
Okay.
Did you get all the lock chest things? Fragments in the lock chest?
Yeah, I think I'm at 5 of 5 on that.
Okay.
Ooh, it's the 11th chamber. Oh, we used to use a comb as the device. Well, there you go. Now we want to murder this dude? And how do we destroy the talisman?
Click on it.
Seems complicated.
Although this might be a portal to take us to World of Warcraft, who knows?
That's true. Using that has no effect. I have to click on the words Path to the Shadow World. Okay. That sealed it. I'm good. We want to go up or go find the rest of the chambers while we're here?
It's up to you.
Let's go find the rest of the chambers.
Okay.
You know me, I like to complete all my deeds. This might be a chamber down here. It's the 12th, in fact. Not here. Geekster has used a spoon for that game. Well, there you go. Want to go up, or are there more chambers down here?
I don't know. I don't know what the chambers are.
Promotion points. Beast Slayer, Wanderer. Obviously in the wrong area. Eastern Rohan. Here it is, chambers. Oh, we're only at 5 of 12 so far. I can add it to the tracker.
Yeah, I don't know much about the interior. I just know the way from the start to the main quest.
Well, if we don't do it, we'll probably never come back here, so... This is up again? Sixth chamber?
assume all the chambers like look the same. Like it's gonna have the two guys in it. So
Here's the 5th chamber. I guess we didn't need to advance all the way down here. That is going to help us with our Drog Slayer deed.
oh, you were good. There's a chamber in there.
Oh, good. The 4th chamber. This is just another hallway.
Those big rooms, the chamber.
3rd chamber. Those guys just gross me out. Tanuliel is not a fan of the Drog, apparently.
I'm guessing there's probably more downstairs because there's an 8th and a 9th chamber.
Well, let's make sure we didn't miss anything up here.
Yeah, there's probably one up here left. First chamber. Which is probably right near the entrance.
Geekster says, who? Ed and Zinger? Yes, Tanuliel is extremely grossed out by us.
Don't blame her.
Yep. Why should she not share the same opinion as Mrs. Mustafa? This is not a chamber. I must have discovered this one before, I guess.
There we go. Straight back is the first chamber.
Alrighty. Back down and let's find 8 and 9. Should we try directly under the stairs from above? Or does that just lead straight down?
But the map just revealed like to this area, so that's why I'm checking back here.
Okay. I thought Ed was the man of Mrs. Mustafa's dreams. It's true, Edith. I am. She tried to play it off the other night on stream, though. I think she's just scared of how much she loves me. Frightens her. Not here.
I think this is where we've been before. That was like the final area that we went to.
Okay. Here, through here, Zinger. Directly under the stairs, straight ahead. This might take us straight back down to where we just were, but I don't know.
Yeah, the hallway's clear.
Okay. Great drumline music there. Very martial. Eighth chamber. I feel like we're close.
Yeah, this should be the 9th.
There we go. Completed Chambers of Bergenstow. And what did we get for completing the deed? Marks and a title. Hooray! Lead on, Zinger.
Alright, we're gonna head to the... Where's like, what would be like the final chamber?
And take the ladder up?
Yeah, take the ladder up, yeah, because it's closer.
Okay. We'll probably just head up the ladder if you're tired of fighting these guys. We ride. Sorry, there was an orc back here who wanted to know what it was like to get beaten to death by a mace. So I had to show him.
That's like the same thing the ladies had to use on you back in the day, mace.
Yep. Back in the day. I don't even think I've had a successful weekend if I don't get a face full of pepper spray at some point.
What brings you to these lands? The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Craft spears for the guards.
It builds character.
Deliver spears to the guards.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
It's true, I'm nothing if not a friend of the Rohirrim.
Will you aid the Horse Lords? What brings you to these lands?
Finished now. We have a buckler.
Hello, Edith.
Medium armor. And a heavy shield that's even slightly better than the one I'm carrying. It's probably also the most valuable. Uh-oh. I have completed Chieftain of the Dead.
What brings you to these lands?
Does that dude on the far side of the wall need a spear?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Most of them are back in other areas.
Okay.
Our mission is dire. Welcome,
There's a
my
lot of
friend.
pressure every time I level up, Aurora Ember. I have to figure out what to do with my trait points, and it makes repairs more expensive, and
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
kindness counts.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Talk to the guard outside the house.
What brings you to these lands?
Talk inside the house.
An honorable victory. There is still much to learn.
Outside the mead hall.
It's very Cliven-ish, but at least this town is easier to traverse.
Yes.
Will you aid the Horse Lords? The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Guess we're going into the mead hall. Okay, looks like we have to break fellow and do this solo. Since Mrs. Mustafa is still presumably unconscious, I gotta go take care of a problem. I'll be back in about 60 seconds. See if you can auction off my chair while I'm gone, Zinger.
Free chair. Anybody wants a free chair? Not much is gonna beat you, Edie.
Alright, hopefully you guys can see this. Oh, it's called Mojave Rattlesnake. Hopefully that shows up okay on camera. The snake eye is purple, so I was kind of expecting something grapey. And I don't think that's too far off the mark.
Ingmar, my husband, seeks to persuade his father to allow him to lead a force of men against the orcs who now threaten us, despite Theoden King's ban. I hope his grandmother, Lady Goda, may bring wisdom to the debate.
Has the poison kicked in yet in the drink?
It'll get there. I brought a Coke Zero with me too, just in case.
A chaser.
Business
Sure.
have you with the Rohirrim?
You have done well.
Our mission is dire.
I've gained the trust of Reeve Ingbert.
You did very well. I need your help. I need you to do this.
Our mission is dire.
Whoever
Thank
you
you
pick,
for
I'll
your
pick.
help.
I know it's just for roleplay purposes, but I don't know if it like affects NPCs showing up when we're doing other quests.
So I picked Ingmar.
You did
Okay.
very well.
I'm all about killing orcs and taking their stuff.
I need your help.
It's how I roll.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Espying the Veil. Who do we need to call when you start to turn purple and make odd gurgling noises? Just call a funeral home. Mrs. Mustafa wouldn't want you guys to attempt to revive me. Upon my demise, I immediately bequeath all of my available Lotro points to Zinger.
Sweet.
It's a pretty fair pile at the moment.
I didn't realize there was a workbench in here.
Yeah, I think there's a few crafting items in the back,
Yeah, I see
isn't there?
upstairs is a study.
Yeah.
I don't usually do much crafting in in these areas, just in Harwick and Snowboard.
We have to hit patrol points.
Yep. We can get the last bowl or two while we're out there.
The flavor of the Mojave rattlesnake, it's a very sweet, tartish, powdery, grapey flavor. It tastes like I'm drinking candy, if that makes any sense. Maybe like a great pixie stick?
Does it mesh with the cola nut?
It does not. I will keep the two drinks separate. The nuttiness of the cola nut is to be savored and appreciated, despite Zinger's mockery of me.
Hey, don't worry, I got your original new Coke Zero clip saved somewhere.
That is fantastic news. I'm just glad they didn't jack it all up too horribly.
Alright, let's run down and grab the bowls right nearby.
Okay.
If you see anything melted on the way, just go.
We ride for the bulls.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that tree. I guess we should have to that means.
He just looks spectacular flying in.
Yeah. Alright, that should do it for the bowls, I think.
He did not make it. Edith says, yuck. Yeah, maybe that wasn't the most appetizing description. It's, you know, compared to most energy drinks, it's still better. I would have to rank this as my least favorite low-calorie Venom, but it's still not bad. I promise you I'd rather have to chug 10 of those than one Diet Pepsi.
Alright, so in your pack, you should have gotten the item called the ill-fitted sword. Oh, ill-crafted sword.
An ill-crafted sword. I have it.
There you go. If you click on that, that triggers the thing for the drakes, I think to question the Drake's lair.
Stirring the nest.
There you go. So we'll continue doing the patrol points and the mounted enemies. And I think it kind of works our way over there.
Okay.
Yeah, more toward that direction. We can do that while we're...
Well, that's 8 of 8.
Yeah, so we can just head straight for the first patrol.
We tag that as quest guide focus. Delorphin checking in. Hi, Del.
Hey, Dale.
We've patrolled the second point. We ride for the third.
I'll watch out around there. I think there's the warband that's kind of tough. Okay. It's not right on the point, but it's a little beyond.
Okay. Oh, there just happens to be a large orc camp at the fourth point. Who would have thought?
Who'd have thunk? Yeah.
Yeah. It's a coinky dink. Welcome to Mostazg.
It's weird. It's okay. We'll do the last patrol point for the Vale after we do the stuff in the camp here, because that'll lead us more toward the Drake cave.
Hi, Ponton. Sorry, what were you saying?
We'll do the quest here,
Okay.
and then we'll head toward that last patrol point, because that kind of leads us toward the Drake cave.
Delorphin is quite right. Salami rolls are not chicken wings. Do you want to go up or go around?
Well,
Oh, we may as well go up.
Alright.
Ooh, let's burn some tents.
Did you do everything here?
Probably not. Let me see what I got left. Final point.
Just
Orcs orders.
Basically, the evidence of evil. Does it say bring them back to someone?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was just that and burning tents in here, I think.
Okay. I thought there was a chief to kill.
No, not that's the instance. So now we'll head for the final patrol point.
We ride for the patrol point. And for glory. But mostly for the patrol point.
I was just giving you time to mine that thing.
I know. I figured when you engaged that guy, you wanted me to harvest that ore. Okay, Delarfin, if you're back, we all want to know how your chicken wings are seasoned. Traditional hot buffalo sauce, spicy barbecue, Parmesan garlic. What do you got rocking there, girl? Let us know.
Did you get the point?
Nope, I missed it. I was parked by some branches waiting for you to ride up. And then I'm like, why is he not coming back?
I was parked by the patrol point waiting for you to get here.
I know. I'm not a smart man. And I was obsessing about Delarfin's chicken wings.
Oh, that's what you should.
Exactly.
Now we can head for the Drake key.
I still don't have the final patrol point.
Oh, okay. Grab it.
Well, there are these two orcs. Oh, I got the final point. Okay. There were two mounted orcs that I was trying to ride between and not aggro. No
Over
response
the
from
field
Dell
hall.
yet on how the chicken wings are seasoned. Hopefully her fingers are too saucy to type with. Welcome to Wormdelf.
What do you need?
I will protect you, friend singer.
Merci beaucoup.
There we go. Sorry, Thai seasoning. Some of that sweet with a kick of spice later. Always a good choice. Jamaican jerk would also be very acceptable.
Sorry, it made me, I had to talk to him too.
That's alright. Cut the Drake Horde by destroying the eggs. Drake omelets for everybody.
That's right, there's those hatchery quests Steve in here, isn't it?
Are the eggs down below?
Ah, yeah, there's a couple down there.
I think there's a deed for exploring all the chambers in here, too. I mistook my snacks for this coming work week for my dinner. Thank goodness I checked before trying out salami and cheese rolls. That would have shocked even Mrs. Fletcher. You know what I really like? There's a few Italian restaurants around town that do an antipasto plate where they'll serve like slices of salami and cheese and olives and like marinated artichoke hearts and sweet peppers. That's just good eating there.
I usually get lost in here too.
Well, parts of it loop back around. I think we want to keep working our way up.
Back here's one of the nurseries.
Oh, okay.
Assuming you want to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Should be a bit easier than the 500 in the other dungeon.
The Chambers Steed, yeah. That one's a bit tedious, but not too bad. There's kind of a pattern to that dungeon, and once you kind of figure it out, it sort of falls into place. This looks like another nursery back here. It's the fourth nursery, in fact.
Just one nursery left.
Just wanted to kill that Drake because I'm jealous of him and Nicki Minaj.
Oh my. And
Nurseries of the Worm Dwell complete. What did we get for that little adventure? Shall we check? Looks like 30 marks and a title.
nursery bogey.
Here we go. Found the passage to Fang Tor, the Worm Father. Completed stirring the nest.
Think this guy's gonna make us an offer we can't refuse?
Nope. I'll just charge in and you can shoot it with arrows.
I'll pull him back here. There you go.
He did not make it.
I think everything's leading us back to town.
I believe you are correct. Do you have a port?
No.
Me neither.
I'm just gonna jump off the edge, see if it takes me right back to town.
Good luck with that. How did that work out for you?
It's an effective death port, but I'm right outside town.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's not fair.
You can also kind of slide down the side of it and ride back. They didn't even give me dread or anything.
Hmm. Death by misadventure. It's the best kind.
You want me to hold these onto these tier 4 essences for you?
Would you?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Don't mail them to me, though. I'll let you know when I'm ready for them.
I'll just let this guy over here hold on to them for you.
Okay.
He'll even give me some coin for it. I don't know why.
That is a deal. I have made it out alive without flinging myself to my death. Even though I'm super jealous of how you got back to town.
I Richard cheesed it.
Absolutely. Ah, the beacon tower. There's something to look forward to.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. You're under a death counter. I'm not, so
Yeah.
I understand why.
Oh yeah, because I worry about dying on stream. Okay, I am out of Mojave Rattlesnake. It's drinkable, but I probably wouldn't buy it again. I like the other flavors much better. This flavor is always a winner.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Talk to Ingmar. Back to the mead hall we go.
Our mission is dire.
Burning the
You
enemy,
ate the
spying
horse
the veil,
What
evidence
brings you
of
to these
evil,
lands? Our mission is dire.
and sowing mayhem.
Thank you for your help.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Talk to Tola at Lord Ingram's house. Lord Ingmar's house, rather. It's like, why are we going to Laura Ingram's house? That makes no sense.
Yeah, I immediately thought of that when you said that.
Why is Fox News even involved in this quest line at all? I don't understand.
The instance, there's a note, the instance can only be completed
Another lesson
solo.
learned.
Back to Ingbert. Alright, well, if you want to break and start it, go ahead. You don't have to wait for me to get there.
No, I'll wait for you just in case the text is wrong, and if we can do it together, that's
Okay,
better.
cool.
No harm in waiting. At some point, we should also have the quest outside pop for the 4 riders, I think. I think that's probably after these things.
You did very well. I need your help.
Oh god. See you on the other side.
Alright, at least we know.
Against my wishes, my son Ingmar has taken to the field against the orcs of Mustafa. He thinks of the glory victory would bring him, but not the grief it would bring to those who love him should he perish.
Will you aid the horse lords?
So what's your favorite of the venom drinks?
I switch between the strawberry apple and the watermelon citrus pretty evenly. Although if I had to pick one, it'd probably be the strawberry apple.
It's an interesting combination. Don't usually hear strawberry and apple too much. Sounds good though.
It is good. You've broken through the mounted defenses.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I bought something at the candy store last week I normally wouldn't buy, but they sounded kind of fun. He picked up some new seasonal peeps, the little marshmallow chicks. And they had some that were root beer float flavored, and some that were pancakes and syrup flavored. And I normally don't like peeps, but I happen to like both of those flavors, so I thought it might be fun to try them. They weren't too bad. I was kind of hoping to get more of a maple syrup flavor out of the pancakes and syrup ones, but at least the root beer float ones tasted pretty much like root beer floats.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had peach, I think. Usually it's just the, the base. I think they had like a birthday cake one. I don't know if it was actually flavored like it or just like looked like it. But yeah, I definitely hadn't had a peach one for a while.
Yeah, a few peeps go a long way.
And then notice that there's like, discrepancy. Some people like them, a little older. Some people like them fresh. Very individual.
Yep. I even know people who say they're gross unless they're toasting them over a campfire.
I was gonna say, or some people like to stick them in a microwave.
I heard that Delarfin likes to pour Frank's hot sauce on hers and swear that she's eating buffalo wings. It's really just marshmallow with hot sauce on them.
Same thing, really. Yeah.
She's all like, "Look at me, I'm Delarfin. I've got chicken wings." When we all get jealous, not knowing that they're just peeps.
Speaking of weird flavors, usually it's I think Oreos. Seems like every time I go to the store, there's a new flavor of Oreos. Just like I don't even remember half of them, but all sorts of weird flavors.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of different Oreo flavors, a lot of new M&M flavors.
I'll still pick the base Oreos over anything else, but.
Aurora Ember says peeps are nasty. Mary Rose says peeps are fun to stick in the microwave and watch them swell up. Fun to play with, not so nice to eat.
When it comes to Easter candies, I'll probably take jelly beans over most things.
Glarfin says Thai curry sauce with blue cheese, safe for all dwarves. Or safe from all dwarves. Peeps are also nice to place in random places in managers' offices, too.
Our mission is dire.
Probably good target practice. They colorful, they stand up.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for your help.
Apparently a Mojave rattlesnake makes me sneezy. What do we get? Heavy leggings. No, heavy boots. Better armor than the boots I have on, but not better stats. That's a little frustrating. Still, they're probably the most valuable to sell. We'll pick them up and think about it later.
I need you to do this.
Talk to Goda in the mead hall.
Oh,
Hi,
thank
Goda.
you.
You did very well.
She's being arrested
I need
for
you to do
impersonating
this.
kind of cheese.
Yes. No Wisconsinite would blame Ingbert for locking up his own mother. Looks like we're headed to the infirmary. My cousin did that all over his workplace. They finally asked him to stop. Hiding peeps everywhere? I didn't know that was a thing. Although I did have a manager once who was bugging me to the point where I actually thought it would be fun to go get some Limburger cheese and just smear it like in thin coats in invisible places where it wouldn't be seen, so that like his office would just stink and he wouldn't know why.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Talk to Tola. Sorry, rubber ducks. Oh, okay. Well, the ones I know, we had to find the ones we placed, so we have no idea how the peeps look on the target practice squad.
An honorable victory.
And talk to Ingbert at the mead hall again. There they are. The riders for
Thank you for your help. I need your help.
talk to the Thane at Thornhope. And let's go see what we can do for the riders for, shall we?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Yep. Naturally, 5 seconds after we regrouped.
Did you get the quest over here by the jail?
No.
Okay, there you go.
Our success depends upon our
Talk
strength.
to Lady Goda.
Will you aid us?
She should
I
be
might-
inside the jail.
Clean up inventory a little bit.
Oh yeah. All that time spent in the those 2 dungeons.
Well, I'm at the point where I don't really... Let's just say I haven't been sweating the looting situation very much. Relic Master...
I hope we will find aid in time.
I guess I'll go do the Riders War thing. I think that's just talking to them.
Okay. Ooh, I got a new recipe. Yeoman tools. That is exciting, isn't it?
I owe you tools.
Ooh, I got a chisel recipe. A level 81 belt. Ooh, an essence. I will treasure that one forever.
You're gonna want to save that for that dressage quest. I hear it's tough.
Yep. If I can quote Isaac Hayes, you damn right. Holy shnikes.
Yar.
Oh, there's a great club that I can't quite equip yet for another level and a half that does like double the damage of any weapon I have now.
Is it a two-handed club, maybe?
Yeah, it is.
You can save that for your, you know, the two-handed setup that everybody wants you to be. Saves you the trouble of having to set up an ally or anything.
Yeah.
Just looking at that tower in Aworth is making me drool.
I know, right? I want to go climb it right now.
If you could dodge a wrench, you can climb the tower of Aworth.
Exactly.
To quote your wife's favorite movie ever.
Well, I don't know if it's her favorite ever, but she does really, really like it. I've ratted on her before. The woman who scolds me for saying the brown word cackles hysterically whenever she watches Bad Santa.
There you go.
It's like, why can Billy Bob Thornton say that and I can't?
Has she watched the Bad News Bears remake with Billy Bob?
I'm not sure.
He seems to be like the same kind of character in that one.
Yeah, the
But
curmudgeon.
then again, that's
We have a pattern where I load up the movie queue, and then when the movie shows up, either I watch it when she's not here, so I don't have to answer questions, or she just falls asleep 3 minutes into the movie. And then she's like, what happened? They failed to save the Earth and everyone died. Oh, okay. She's not particularly concerned about whether I'm telling her the truth or not.
yeah. Yeah, you load up all the Oscar nominations. She puts on Bad Santa.
Exactly. And don't get me wrong, I enjoy some Bad Santa as well.
Need some extra punctured shields over there?
I'll let you know if I run low.
Let me know when you run down to about 8 stacks.
Okay. I think I only have like 150 of them. Really, I'm doing okay for me.
Yeah. Looks like Shattered Clubs is what I have a ton of.
Yeah, I'm not going to run out of those anytime soon either. But if I can get rid of 2 whole stacks of anything, I'm going to be better off.
Yeah, for some reason we still have that quest. There's a quest over like by that where the Drow were, the Source of Madness. I'm not quite sure what that quest entails that we didn't do.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
I mean, we did everything inside, so I assume it's just something that's going into somewhere on the landscape. Probably just clicking one thing and you're done.
And that looks like 10 tasks. Hooray!
That's okay, because eventually it sends you off to Thornhoath, and that's on the way, so.
Perfect. Well, let's read the quest text. What does it say?
Just says you should scour for clues to this madness.
It must be something outside.
Yeah, I think it's something outside, and it probably intends you probably would send you inside, but
We must have stepped
no,
right over
you probably
it.
don't
Yeah,
have to do that. Yeah, that's probably the case. I was so excited to get to some Drow slaying.
exactly. Although it is worth 700 rep if we go back and find it.
Yeah, we'll get there. Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, it would be on the way heading to Thornhope.
Where's a mailbox? Right over here. And anything else I want to send off? Probably some scholar junk. Hey, Mrs. Mustafa woke up.
She must have heard your empty venom can.
I swear I didn't throw it at her. It's still right here. See?
Uh-huh.
I think we all know I would never do that to Mrs. Mustafa because I love her and I'm terrified of her. She will destroy me. It's just how she rolls.
She'd make the can disappear quickly to someone we'd rather not know about.
That would be bad. It'd be like being on the wrong end of an all-up-in-ya camping trip.
One day you two will meet, and perhaps that shall become a reality.
I already said I figured if All-Up-In-Ya and I ever actually met in real life, at some point a golf cart would get destroyed. Just seems inevitable.
Or you two might just end up meeting in prison, who knows?
And not in this country either. You are not the first Yankee to violate the laws and customs of El Salvador, Mr. Mustafa. You can be locked up with this idiot gringo from Texas here. All up? Big Ed? I could see that happening.
Perhaps a prison that occurs in Turkey, if you catch my drift.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe you guys could see a gladiator fight together too.
That'd be nice. Let us travel, or let us meet with the Reeve and hear what he has to say.
We have arrived at Eoweth, capital of the Entwash Vale, bringing word of a vast Easterling horde invading from the north. But I fear that word has come too late, for orcs are encamped upon Eoweth's threshold. I only hope that we can convince Reeve Ingbert of the greater threat facing the whole of Rohan.
What business have you with the Rohirrim? What business have you with the Rohirrim? Will you aid the Horse Lords? Will you aid the Rohirrim? What brings you to these lands?
Our message comes to the Entwash Vale at an inopportune time. For orcs have already besieged the city of Eoweth. The Riders 4 must now join with Reeve Ingbert and his allies to break the siege.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Oh, it's the next quest, solo too.
I don't know.
What brings you to these lands?
Talk to Ulf the Reaver. Where is Ulf the Reaver? He must be down below. Hi, Pookie.
What do you need?
Okay for now, actually. Although maybe a little dish of the cheese balls.
You did very well.
Hello, Mrs. M.
Zinger says hello.
Hi,
And
Zing.
if you bring me the whole bag, I'll show it off on stream so I can brag about buying the whole bag for $1.90.
So that's what we do in...
It's a lot of cheese balls, yeah. Tanuliel says hello. Mognog checking in. Ed, my man, how's your night? Good, I'm having a good night. Singer and I are tearing through the Entwash Vale and kicking ass and chewing bubble gum, and we're all out of gum. Zinger died once, but I'm undefeated so far.
It's a lifestyle.
Exactly.
You did very well.
Aurora Ember says hello, as do Hard Hit and Tanuliel.
Here's a bowl.
No. So this giant bag of cheese puffs was $1.99 at Menards.
Wow, I'm jealous.
I know, right? £1.50 of them. It's pretty righteous. Cheese puffs, let us raid. That's a bag of cheese puffs right there. I mean, that's cheaper than packing peanuts if you don't mind whatever you're shipping to smell cheesy when it gets there. Mrs. Mustafa had a Tupperware bowl for me, and she kind of walked away, so I don't know if that means I'm on my own or what. I'll tear open the bag, though. She has a bad habit of kind of ripping the sides out. Spilling cheese balls everywhere. Thank you, Pookie. Or that ought to hold me.
Did you have 10 pounds of cheese balls in your face?
There's only 1.5 pounds there.
Whatever, it's 10 pounds.
That's a lot of cheese balls.
As long as they're not like too crunchy, you know. It's good to have a little crisp, but ones that are too crunchy, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, these are you'd like the texture on these. They're good.
Yeah,
Thank you for
more
your
like
help.
crispy, I guess, than crunchy.
You wish to know why I volunteered to ride with Burnoth? No, but I'll bet you're going to tell me.
But I mean, for $2, it probably wouldn't matter either way to me.
Well, if they were stale or not particularly good, it's like I wouldn't care if I got 10 pounds of them if they weren't good to eat. Basically, for anything you buy at a home improvement store, these are pretty tasty.
If they were stale, you could just use the package as
You have
packaged
done
peanuts to ship and get more cheese balls that are fresh in the.
Exactly. Okay, now I got one more person to go chat with. He is over here.
What was the other thing you said you got for $2?
Oh, a
Sorry,
big
one
bag
minute.
of Cheez-It crisps.
Ah, that's right.
They're kind of big and wavy, and
Yeah, it's like the big family pack or whatever.
yeah. And I kind of waded right into those.
I can imagine.
What's the trap we're springing here?
You don't have to do anything. You just wait for them to come to you.
There's no reason to not kill and maim.
Is it one of those stores that has a lot of wholesale stuff, or the discount kind of stuff?
Yeah, the
that,
selection's
just
kind of weird. It looks like they just pick up special buys of things.
Uh-huh.
Ahem.
Yes, my love? 8 o'clock. She's setting the alarm.
I do like places like that kind of have the, sometimes there's some weird versions of products, weird Pop-Tart flavors that you've never seen.
Yeah.
People do pick up a whole bunch and make things really cheap.
Retreat with the riders to defend the next position.
Everything is usually still in the containers that they came in. They don't really hold them out of containers.
Yep. Aurora Ember says, good night, Ed and Peep. Sleep well when you get there. Thanks for the stream and have a great weekend. You too, Aurora.
Good night.
And you should really consider, joining us for Rocket League. Although I was,
Wink, wink.
yeah, I was talking to Uger today, and we might switch things up on Wednesday. So we might be playing Rocket League on Tuesday or Saturday if Rem bails. We'll see. Or I can always play Fallout or just play something else. Who knows what's going to happen? We'll give this guy a face full of shield. Retreat with the riders. Apparently we're going up here. Looks like I need to reforge some stuff. Who knew?
Literally everyone looking at your stream. Right?
Oh, yeah. Just worried I'm going to come home from the office tomorrow afternoon. That whole bag's going to be empty. Mrs. Mustafa is just going to be laying on the sofa with her face and hands smeared orange.
Now I'm just imagining like Cartman in my head.
Exactly. Yeah, I want the cheesy poofs. Come to think of it, Mrs. Mustafa likes Salisbury steak, too. Rook Slayer of the Eastament, complete.
You did very well.
I did very well.
Will you aid the horse lords?
We got a hunting knife, an axe, a will and vitality sword. I'll take the axe. Okay, talk to the Thane at Thornhope. Talk to Thane's mom. To prison I will go. Hello, you treacherous old lady. Ooh, I repped up. Completed. Friend to the Entwash Vale.
Good job.
Talk to the Thane. Actually, that's still the Thane of Thornhope. Okay. Do we want to go get one more bowl?
Oh, did you need more bowls?
I need one more bowl. And
you
then
want to
we'll
stop here and reforge quickly? Or?
Yeah, I suppose. I wasn't too worried about that either.
Welcome, friend.
Got 3 more items to crush. That's exciting.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Trying to make plenty of room for those scrolls of renewal.
You know it. One of the things is something I must actually be wearing. So that's kind of exciting. Alright, let's ID a couple of things.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
There we go. Now they're nice and in numeric order. Okay, let's go kill a bull. Quest available, Shadows of Moria. Defeat mounted orcs.
Oh, there's that tree.
Okay, that's 4 on the bulls. I'm just glad we got that bull put down before it could harm the drake.
Oh yeah.
Cattle are everywhere, but drakes are endangered. Do we want to defeat mounted orcs on the hill again? Did you get that quest?
Yeah. I mean, if we're going to be heading on toward Thornhope or whatever, we can just kill them along the way, whatever.
Okay, we'll do that.
It looks like it's in the entire region.
Well, let's figure out what trips that...
Oh yeah, the Source of Madness.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's probably just the thing you click on. I guess it's just the thing that skipped.
There's a mounted orc we can murder.
Should we tell them that this is not Moria, or just, let them...
They'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, there we go, it's probably this corpse right here.
It's a rotting marsh corpse. The madness in the woodfin appears to have been caused blah blah blah.
You probably just have to go to the cave, might have to go inside, and that should finish off the quest. You might get. But that same cave that we were in.
You have aggroed every salamander within a 5-mile radius.
Hey, we're in the western bit.
Who knew? Now we're at the cave.
Okay, and then we have to, I guess, just hopefully kill 15, and that's it. The dudes and stuff.
Do the chests count as kills?
Not unless there's an orc inside. Or a drow. No.
Yeah, I was kidding.
You never know.
I've seen weirder dynamics. The nameless ones in Moria. You know the ones I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
If you let those purple leechworm things sprout, every time you kill one of those, it counts as a nameless slayer kill.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Gotcha.
So if you're actually working on that deed, You can actually just hang back and farm those things to make quick work out of it.
Bunch of friends. Can head back kind of towards the beginning and find a couple more.
Okay. I don't think the respawn is that quick, actually.
I just remember we can go past the entrance and go the other way just so we don't get lost in some of the...
Fair enough. Oh, that's 15 anyway.
Oh, there we go.
Where do we go to get out? We're
there.
lost. Not down here.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Over this way.
Okay. Oh, it's headed that way.
I guess the presence of no enemies helps. Okay, and I guess that was just an auto completion quest, and I don't see any items in the bag that start anything. So now it would be heading toward Thornhope and just killing any mounted enemies on the way.
Or we could fish some more.
If that's your prerogative.
I know that wasn't a mounted rider, but it looked suspicious.
You don't have to worry about a orc jumping on top of that or running. And you never know, this archer might have jumped on top of this horseman.
Mm-hmm. In a manner strictly prohibited by the Bible, the Talmud, and the Quran.
Yes.
So no telling what a lonely orc will do if it thinks nobody's watching. Ooh, a rich ore deposit.
So I'll head toward the stable around over here.
Oh yeah.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Bless you, Mrs. Mustafa.
Oh, bless you. Of course, I thought you guys were watching The Exorcist over here.
Actually, one of my funniest video game memories is the day Resident Evil 2 came out for the PlayStation. I went out and bought it. I was all excited to play it. And when I got home, they were showing The Exorcist on like TBS. And I watched the whole movie and then started playing Resident Evil 2. And it was just awesome because I was just crawling out of my skin from the word go.
Wow.
Good times.
Hopefully you also like started playing it like at midnight.
Yeah. No, it was later than that. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I had the whole house pitch black.
Sweet.
It was pretty awesome.
What business have you?
You finished the Riders?
Yes.
Cool.
The Rohirrim have need of
The
your
Riders
services.
4 are all good. And you know what? I'm going to call it. I think this is a good stopping point.
Okay.
So, as always, just because I'm going to call it a night doesn't mean the party has to stop. Let's find somebody else who is playing Lotro, and we'll go throw them a host. Category Lotro.
Looks like Maiden's still going, perhaps.
And I love Middle-earth Maiden. I think she's terrific. She is on my personal channel more than I am, so I'm hesitant to host her just because it's like, yeah, let's see if we can show off somebody else. But as I look around at who else is out there, she seems like probably the best pick.
Yeah,
I don't recognize
know
the other
others.
names. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. So let's go raid Middle-earth Maiden. Tanuliel says thanks for the stream. You're welcome, and hopefully we will see you again later this weekend, Tanuliel. Have a great night. Don't anybody go away. We're going to go say hi to Middle-earth Maiden. We will see y'all soon.